Guys, my name's Couzo'S. Welcome back to the Great Canadians, and today we're going to be hopping into Illustrator, and I'm going to be showing you guys how I made our channel art, because by trade I am a graphic designer. I go to school for graphic design, so I figured we'd do a video on this today. Alright, so we're going to hop right into this. We're going to create a new file here. And the default, or the recommended size for YouTube channel art, in case you're following along, is 2560 by 1440. So we're just gonna hit create, and Command 0 to center the artboard on the screen. Now, firstly, I want to place our logo in here because that is the centerpiece, you know? Okay, so I have our logo open here, and I'm just going to get rid of this object, and we are going to select our whole logo here and hit Command C to copy it, and then we're going to come over here and hit Command V, and now we have our logo, and we can drag it to about the center here. Alright, so I think the first thing I want to do here is upload a background so we can get our bearings. So we're going to go up to File and go Place. And now I have a really cool resource here from Pixel Surplus. That's just a bunch of swirls. So where is that? It's in here, I think. And here we go. Alright. Now there's a bunch of swirl images here, and I can put the download link in the description in case you want this for yourself, because it is pretty neat. But I have chosen before the video number 26, so we're gonna put it in. And this swirl is really nice. It kind of looks cosmic. It looks like, I don't know, maybe Aurora or something like that. But we're gonna make sure here it's in the background. Yeah, I think that's nice like that. We're gonna get a clipping mask on this later to make it fit, but for now I think I want to select my stroke layer at the back here and go up to Effect, Stylize, and Drop Shadow. And now we're gonna hit Preview. We're gonna make the offset 0, I think, or maybe, you know what, we'll go 2. Oh fuck. Go 2 and 2 and see what that looks like, and maybe we'll increase the blur. I don't know, maybe we'll try 3. Okay, that's good. I like that. So now we have it centered in here. And now I think the logo actually needs to be smaller, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, I think that will work just fine. And now I think just to give the logo some definition, I'm gonna make a black multiply circle here. Lower the opacity like that, and sender to the back. And then we'll just make sure it's centered here. so and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit Command C, Command V to duplicate this. And then I'm going to kind of place it in the same general area. I'm going to make it bigger. And I'm going to send that even further backwards. And we're going to lower this one's opacity. I'm also going to lower the opacity of this one just because it's looking a little dark. Or maybe we'll raise this one. You know, just adjust it however you like. You can use this technique. I'm going to do one more. Make sure it's good there, and then we'll zoom in a bit. Go just a little bit bigger. And then opacity down on this one. And then that looks pretty good. I'm liking this design. We're also going to add some geometry in because that always makes it interesting, you know? So let's select our 3 circles. And I'm just going to group these. So we go Object Group or Command G. And then I'm also just going to lock these ones too, just so it doesn't get in the way. Alright, so now we can start making some geometry. So what I like to do is with the circles again, we can just create a few different sized circles around the board here. You know, something like that. Maybe a big one there and a little one there. Okay, you know, just play around with it until you get something you like. We can always adjust it when we're done, but I think we're gonna go with this layout for now and see what happens. So the first thing we can do with each individual circle is, because they're all different objects, we can select them and change their colors. So what I like to do with the circles is kind of take a color from the background. So maybe we can take like an orange or something, like a darker orange maybe there. Maybe something like that. That's a nice color there. I like that one. We can get like one of these purples maybe. Maybe that purple. Maybe I'll make it a bit brighter too. Like that. We'll grab obviously a blue from the background. Maybe this blue here. We'll grab one of these light pinks. Definitely one of the grays. And what else can we find here? What other colors? Okay, yeah, so now we have our colors kind of picked out. I don't think I'm gonna use this bottom one here, but we can make it like a gray or something. So now we can kind of go through and pick a bunch of different colors. So I think I'm gonna pick this one. Should be orange. This one is gonna be the dark blue. There, beautiful. Now we have our circles all colored in like they are in the background. And I think now what we're gonna do is we're going to select each and every one of these circles. And you can select every one of these circles by holding Shift and clicking. And now we're gonna go over here to this little slider here, the transparency panel. And we're gonna, just switch the channel around and see what kind of effects we can get here. So we can get a cool, interesting like color splash effect. So you could go with that, or we could, because our colors are dull, they're not gonna stick out very much with the color panel. Saturation looks pretty neat. Hue's interesting too. Even difference. They're all pretty neat. If you play around with these panels and stuff, you can always get some very interesting effects. Like I kind of like hard light even. Maybe if we get the opacity to something like that, that's even pretty neat. I don't mind that. We can go with that. I suppose. Let's just keep looking. It doesn't hurt to keep looking. Actually, playing around with these colors gives you some very cool effects. Alright, yeah. I quite like these circles. I think they work good. So we're gonna go with this layout here. I decided to remove the top ones because, like, in reality, YouTube doesn't really show more than like this much of the fucking design anyways. So that's alright. Do we want to add anything more to this? That's the next question. I'm not sure, lads. Let me think about this for a sec. Okay, we're gonna try this out. We are going to make a segmented gradient, I guess you could call it. So we'll do white in the middle here, and then we will add another bar and expand that. Hit Command and square bracket left to send it backward. And then we're gonna make it a color darker. Oh, by the way, if you hold Alt and drag in from the side, it adjusts both sides, which is nice. A good tip to remember. Now we're just gonna adjust these so it's about like not too far out, but like that, sort of. And then we're going to just hit Command C and V again, drag it to make sure it's in the same location. We're going to bump the color down up here another level, and drag that out and hit the square brackets again, send it backward. And I'm just going to adjust a little bit here. Yeah. Alright. Next one. Drag it out a bit. One more shade darker. I think this is the last one we're going to do. Yeah. I think this looks good, so we're gonna actually just adjust the outside a little bit, like that. Yeah. Alright. This looks good. Let's select all of these by holding Shift and clicking, and go up to Object, Group. Sorry about that. Now, we're going to hit the square brackets and put it behind the logo, like this. And I'm going to center it with the logo. Maybe we'll make this a bit skinnier. Alright, that looks pretty good. But firstly, I'm going to just give it a rotation. And drag out the sides. And now we have what looks like a very cool banner. And another thing we can do is go up to Stylize again and hit Drop Shadow. Let's preview this. Yeah, I like that. And even if you wanted to, you could go up to Effects again, Stylize, Drop Shadow, and you can add a drop shadow to each individual rectangle that we made, and we'll change the offset to 0. Change both the offsets to 0. My computer's running a little slow right now, but that's the goal. Okay. We're gonna lower the blur to like 4 maybe. We'll see what that looks like. Maybe 5. Yeah, 5. And then I'm gonna just bump the opacity down to like 50%. Yeah, I like that. And then now we're just going to select the next one, go back up to the top here, and then we're just going to go apply drop shadow, and it will do the exact same command a lot faster. Alright guys, so far our artwork's looking pretty good here. We just now need to maybe make our circles more defined. I'm thinking that's the plan here. So let's select all of our circles once again and make sure that no circle is left behind. And we are going to go back up and just apply the drop shadow again, and we'll see what it looks like. See, that looks pretty neat. I like it. So we're just gonna keep it like that. guys, I think we're looking pretty good here. Maybe let's try sending this back. Yeah, I kind of like that at the back, I think. Now I'm looking at these circles and I want to lower the opacity. Now basically we're just making some adjustments before we call it a day here. You know what, we'll save it like this for now. Let's apply our clipping mask here. So we're gonna make a rectangle the size of the artboard. And we're gonna change the color to no fill. And then we're going to zoom out and select the entirety of our document. Go to Object, Clipping Mask, Make. And now we have ourselves an idea of what our artwork's gonna look like here. And I think it's looking pretty great. Also, I decided to lower the opacity of the stripe in the background here just before saving everything up. Actually, I need to release this clipping mask quick and make sure we get the photo in here. Okay. Object, clipping mask, make. There we go. Here's our... Okay guys, this is what our artwork's looking like. Just quickly, before we wrap it up, I'm gonna apply a Gaussian blur to these circles. Alright, I'm liking this. We're gonna call it a day on this one. So, just quickly, we are going to go up to the top and go File, Export, Save for Web. And now this is important because we can select a PNG 24 and change our sizes here if we need to. So yeah, the preview's looking really good. Let's just go hit save. I'm just gonna save it to the desktop and we'll just call it channel art for now. Okay. Yeah, so see, this isn't gonna fit right with the channel, so we need to lower the size of our artwork as a whole, right? So on the desktop we need to go back to Illustrator and we are going to select, or let's release this clipping mask quick. And now we can adjust our artwork again so it fits. But I want to just select all of this at once and just lower the size. You know what, maybe we'll even go smaller just to make sure everything fits. But the important part when you're first designing these channel arts is to make sure that your artwork is in the center, like, you know, little area right here where all the work is right now. Keep it to kind of around there. Try your best, but like as you can see here, it's not a big deal. We can just, you know, adjust things as we need to. Alright, so trying this again. Let's upload this and we'll see what we get here. Let's select it. Let's see how it looks. Wow, fantastic. I like it a lot. So yeah, now we have our channel art. We'll zoom in a bit here so you can see it better. Check it out. Well, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this different kind of design video and you want me to do more, let me know. I'm fucking more than willing to do a bunch of design tutorials for you guys if that would interest you. But for now, thanks for watching. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And I've been Couzo'S on the Great Canadians, and I will see you guys in the next one.